If you've been detailing for more than 6 months and you're still chasing the same clients, chasing the same amount of hours every day, and roughly make the same amount of money, your skills is not the problem. You might actually be one of the best detailers in your city right now, and it really won't matter. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the real truth behind detailing, getting a clientele that pays you premium pricing. Behind me, I have this job that's here for about $2,000 and this job that's here for about another $1,000. And that took us 2 days. And what I'm talking about is exactly what is holding your business back. And it's honestly the stuff people don't really show you. I want to start off with the first mindset change. The first thing holding most people back, and that is being a good detailer actually means almost nothing. Everyone has access to the same amount of chemicals. Everyone has the best top of the range machine polishers, but there's nothing within your chemicals, within your brand, and within what you use that makes you better than anyone else. If you're not really getting into the marketing side of things, you're not building a trustworthy follow-up system, doing everything right, it does not matter what machine polisher you have and what chemical you have. Yes, I might have just brought out my own chemical line, On Foot Labs. It was a massive success. A lot of you guys love it. And I'm not going to go tell you to go buy it because it's not the cheapest. If you want to save money, go for it. Go for the lower end stuff. Stop thinking people don't have money. The fuel prices went up. People are trying to save. That is the worst excuse I heard today, and that was actually on my group that I built for detailers. That is in the link in bio if you were hoping to join. The clients I work with are literal clients that want to pay 6 figures for their car just to use as a tax write-off. And I'm not kidding. Your clients is not actually gonna judge your detailing skills. What they really look at is your trust, your presentation, your confidence, your professionalism, and how you position yourself online. Because if you do not put yourself out there, no one knows you exist. 2 detailers, for example. One has cleaner branding, better communication, better follow-up systems, and just an easier booking system with salespeople in place. And we have another detailer. Yes, he might be better than the other one, but he takes hours to respond. He doesn't have a good landing page. He doesn't have a clean Instagram. Who would you preferably go for? Because you don't know either one's work. The second thing I want to be talking about today is most detailers are actually running a job and not a business. A lot of detailers think I own a business means you're running the business. You're running the job, you're handling the operations, you're handling the sales, you're handling the marketing, you're handling everything in between. And that is not a business. That is starving yourself behind everyone else that is proceeding. If the business stops when you're not working, it really isn't scalable. There's this one saying a lot of people talk about is, if you can't go 2 weeks on a holiday, you have to go on a holiday for 2 weeks. And if you can't have your business running fully, sales, not having to answer one phone call, not having to go check up on one client, you're not running a business. A lot of detailers just do not get to that point. The biggest mindset change you have to make is people can replace you. People are going to be better than you. I promise you. You are not the face of the business. Yes, you're going to be there for ads. Yes, you're going to be there for talking to high-end clients. But you can't handle everything yourself because that is just how a business goes down way faster than you might think. And you didn't build a business. You just built another way to employ yourself. And if everything depends on you, growth becomes impossible. The stress is on another level. Burnouts happen very, very fast. When beginning your business, hard work pays off. You want to be putting in those hours, doing more, because I have one saying that's actually my phone background right now. Volume negates luck. The more you do, the more you return. If you throw 100 buckets, you are going to get at least 5 that goes in perfectly, but you can't be doing it for always. Hard work becomes a ceiling. You start using those hours to work into systems and scaling instead of burning yourself out. What I do with my videos personally is I want to see how far you guys look into the videos. Made it this far, comment burnout so I know you're actually still listening. No matter how good you become, you can only polish one car at a time. Get extra helping hands. Even if it's sales, if you still want to be detailing and going out in the field, get someone to handle your sales. If you want to handle the sales, get someone to do your marketing. There's a lot of ways to delegate work, and that is the most important within this business. There's a very big difference why some detailers charge $150 and others can charge $500 for the exact same service. I'm not on the high end, I'm not on the low end, but I'm definitely within the middle on the higher side. And that is not skill. That is not because it's better. Do you think the big corporations that's pushing 100 cars a day is doing so much better work than you who can focus on one car at a time? Because I promise you it's not. Everything comes down to positioning. They've built up a brand over years and years and years of experience, and I want you to do the same. They've got an Instagram that has high-end luxury cars after each other. It took me 2 years to get a proper funnel built up within my website because your website will be your biggest bottleneck. You want a clean landing page within your website that shows your services, shows your pricing, shows how premium you are. Because if you're gonna be putting a $500 price tag on a Toyota Corolla, do you really think someone's gonna be paying that? If you're gonna put a $500 price tag on a Ferrari, someone will definitely be paying that. When it comes to premium, it's not just those photos on Instagram and your website. It's about certainty, being certain you know how to do the job, knowing how to respond to customers, and actually closing those deals with a proven sales framework. You need to be convenient for the customer. You need to be easy to book with. You need to be certain you can get the job done, and you have to let the client know you have handled the situation before. Low friction and big professionalism. This is the exact moment you realize most clients actually care more about professionalism than they do the quality work you put in. I'm not saying be bad quality, but I'm saying mix those two perfectly together. The one shift that changed my business from struggling to do $2,000 or $3,000 a month to now doing that in one single day is literally building a business around me. It's as simple as that. You have to think about clear communication, a sales system, and having delegation to stuff that you can't handle all on your own. Otherwise, you're just a bottleneck for your own business. I promise you, you're not stuck within your business because you're untalented, because the market is saturated, because there's other details that are cheaper than you. There is so many other stuff that goes into your business that you don't even want to think about at the time, because you want to be the one operating your business to the highest degree. Detailing can absolutely change your life. I'm not even legally allowed to drive yet. And if I really wanted to, I could put a down payment on this M340i, which is definitely a dream car of mine because this is amazing. I'm not saying I would do this because I would rather spend that money into marketing, into a marketing agency. I now have my own agency, but into stuff that is going to give me a direct return. Not even a house is a good investment these days because you can rather spend that money into a van. Yes, a van is not a direct return, but once you run those ads, it is going to become a double return. Detailing will only change your life when you stop thinking like a detailer and start thinking like an operator. The real opportunity is building something bigger than yourself. You're already doing $5,000 to $10,000 and you're hoping to scale to the next level. Check my link in my bio because I'm going to be creating an Instagram community where I'm filming all the behind the scenes and I want to connect with all of you guys. A lot more free value I want to share with you guys that I can't just fit into a video like this.